This event is called Train Like a Tour Pro, and what we wanted to do was give 5 club golfers of different handicaps the chance to experience the type of things that tour professionals get to do. They're going to get some coaching on their swing, they're going to get putting coaching, we're going to let them speak to a golf psychologist and a custom fit.
Have a little go with that.
They've started off with a club fit with Benross.
Let me just do a quick measurement for you.
At least ½ an inch longer.
We're fitting 5 different golfers, and we're getting, you know, from a scratch golfer through to a 24 handicapper through to a lady golfer.
Started off with good John, 25 handicap, slammed it left to right quite consistently this morning. I think he got a bit nervous.
I'm fading to the right much more than I'm used to. The fitting session doubled as a coaching session. He made some really good comments, and he was trying to help me with the fade. And I do think that it was almost gone in the end of it.
Excellent. We fitted him for our highest lofted, our most reassuring club. So what it done for him, it popped it up in the air a lot quicker and a lot easier, but it eliminated his side spin as well, so he wasn't moving it so heavily left to right.
Yeah, the Benross clubs are good. I like the weight distribution in them. Probably right ones for me in terms of where I am in my handicap, around 24. And the ones I tried I really like.
Lilia, who was a real good little swinger. That's better, isn't it?
Yes.
I got her into a ladies flex, which definitely got a little bit more power on the golf ball. It's going to just try and help you out rather than you trying to hammer your swing into it.
My old clubs are custom fitted as well. In this custom fitting I did have women's shafts, which felt much lighter and easier to use.
Third up was Ian, big, tall, slender guy, bit of a bad back, but again playing with steel. So I've put us into our softest, our senior range, Gold Speed.
I'm aware I've got short legs and a long body, and I was aware that the clubs were slightly sort of short, so it's interesting the way in which Scott could respond immediately to that.
So when they're made for you, you're going to find, well, that's a lot easier to get to the bottom of the ball, because they're going to be that bit longer. He will find the game evidently easier changing that equipment. That's going to be a huge result for him.
I enjoyed the fact that somebody could give me precise advice about the nature of my swing and the impact that the club had on the nature of my swing, and obviously the quality of the ball hitting. Particularly with the rescue club, it was very helpful there, just a little hint he gave about sweeping the ball above the grass.
And feel as though this part of the club brushes the grass every time. Big Johnny, massive guy, smashed it a mile, played 9, 10 handicap. There you go. So they're all standard 10-degree bounce. I got him into our hot range, which again lowered the ball flight, but the forgiveness is going to be gigantic for him.
I think that's just a little too small, but maybe mid-size would be...
Yeah, sure.
That does feel a bit more mobile. The launch angle is just fantastic.
Hot driver in the strongest shaft we do, which is that tall blue from our dealer. Literally doesn't spin the ball and just carries it forever.
I've just bought a new driver from TaylorMade, and I was amazed at the Benross driver. I had no expectations at all. And I think it's actually better than the club that I bought.
Next up was the scratch golfer Daryl from Forest of Arden. Typical good players mentality, point of view towards Benross as a brand. Didn't think it could perform, didn't think it would feel as good, and he absolutely launched it.
I feel a bit embarrassed to say that I'm one of the shiny club brigade that go for the clubs with the name brands and named garments, everything else. But no, I'm having hit them. Like I said, the quality's there, so I'm looking forward to playing around with them.
Thoroughly enjoyed every moment. Got him into our best players stuff, the rip speed, which it was just mind-blowing. He hit it as far, if not further, than his driver. Because your best shot went 284 and you were 113 mile an hour.
Which is the same world as that. The quality is there. Stats don't lie. They were two yards behind with 4-iron, and you could argue that setup could make them the same. So I'm definitely going to try them, which for me, being the field sort of player, is huge.
In a way, I think I'm in more control of the club, and it's not as difficult to swing it. So yeah, I think if I give them a chance, I think they will improve my golf.
When you put a golf club in your hand, you know, if you've got a bit of confidence in what the club is going to do, and you know a little bit about the club, it's a great help.
I think I went into it thinking that I knew enough about the clubs to know what I wanted, but actually just listening and seeing what Scott said was very interesting, and I was very impressed. In fact, to be honest, I would take that driver and throw mine away.
For us, it's just great to see it as a brand, that we see actual real golfers seeing the benefits of our equipment.
Benross, their gear is specifically designed for the club golfer. We know that they don't sponsor tour professionals, and you know, in a sense, our readers today are their tour professionals. So it's a perfect partnership really, and what we think is that we both aim to work very closely with the club golfer, and hopefully today what we've done is we've brought all those things together and helped 5 kind of club golfers really, you know, hopefully change their game for the better. We're going to be covering this in print and online across the coming months. If you want to see how our club golfers got on and how they progressed over the summer, then you'll have to just check the magazine and check online as well.